Hello and welcome back to Pandemic Playground with Dave. So we are back on Never Surrender, Ship Evolution, and of course we are going to upgrade these ships some more. But first, we need to find some silver. Alright, we are back on Ship Evolution, and so far so good with the ship. A few things to update, maybe, just as proof of concept. Some of you have pointed out that because this is on a subgrid, it might not be working properly. And I can kind of see that, but yeah. We can definitely turn that, while we're moving, we can definitely turn that around. So we can always fix that. So is it directional in the ore detector? I don't think so, but we can fix all this right now. So what we're going to do is basically just flip it around and not put it on the subgrid. And that should kind of fix the problem, if it is even a problem to begin with. So I'm going to stick it on top here. Just flip it right around. And there's your ore detector. And I don't think it does anything different than it was doing before, but sure. So we are on a rock, which we weren't able to find much or anything at all. We're keeping the antenna, as somebody suggested as well. It doesn't really do anything when it comes to the ore detector, except for detecting a range at a distance, but doesn't mean it extends the distance of the ore detector, if that makes sense, which is fine. The good thing about it is that since I'm not that great at maneuvering my ship to collect the sun at 100% on the solar panels, I can use it kind of like a sundial kind of situation. So we could do it like this, with less shadows, means I'm collecting as much power as possible. So we can just use that as the sundial situation if we wanted to. If that makes things a little bit better. But yeah, in terms of the ore detector, I don't think that's going to change a thing. We are not on the subgrid anymore. In terms of the ore detector, I'm pointing directly at the asteroid and nothing's nearby anyway, so it makes no difference in that sense. But yeah, that I know of. I still could be wrong, but sure, let you guys decide that. Another thing is that power is a problem, and power being a problem, we can fix that with more hydrogen engines if we want. Do we have enough ice? Not a lot of ice hanging around. Oh, nope, we have 98k of ice left, so okay, we could do that. We could put a little bit more hydrogen engines, and we could do, what can we else we do? We could do a large hydrogen tank as well, but that's going to change the ship a bit. Well, a good increase on that sense. So let's not do that quite so quickly, but we will get to that. So hydrogen engines we need, and here's a really good spot right here. Maybe we flip it this way and tag it right there. And yeah, that seems like a good spot. So we're gonna do that. Let's see here, we need steel plates. We'll put the port here and the port right here. So 2 more hydrogen engines that should help us with the power situation. It's not gonna be a significant increase, I think, but it's gonna help a good portion of it. Alright, one's good, and the other one just need a motor. And here's our second one. So we got our hydrogen engines on. Do we need to set up a grouping or button for this? Probably would be a good idea. So the hydrogen engines, so H engines, we can call them. Hengens. Alright, so we got our engines, and we could do the grouping. Where's my engines? Toggle on and off. Okay, so they're all on, and we should be getting a significant amount of power, I would think. So they have 100%. Okay, so good. So we could have some power from that. So we do need to increase the hydrogen tank capacity. that's another thing we definitely need to do, because we're running on hydrogen as well. So yeah, power wise and thrusting wise, so we need that to be situated. So we could put, actually we could put a hydrogen tank right over here in the back for now, before we proceed with making a two-layer system or two-layer ship. I'm not at that point where I want to do that just yet, so we definitely could put it here, and we could use, maybe funny to use the the big one, this one, the circular one, and put it back there. It looks just, it's gonna be a bit of an odd shape, but we're definitely not gonna do that. All right, so let's get rid of, we gotta find a way to shift over the hydrogen without losing it. So we're gonna get rid of this piece here and this slat here. This one I'm gonna have to move out somehow, so so we're gonna find a way to just shift it over elsewhere. And what we can do actually is make a temporary hydrogen tank right here. So we just do that. Here we go. So we make the temporary hydrogen tank right here, and we make this go stockpile on, and this one stockpile on, and hopefully that'll drain out this guy here, which looks like it's not. Not good. So can we stockpile everything we can? What we have here, tanks wise, we have, let's stockpile on, stockpile on, stockpile on. Which tank is that? It's probably hidden somewhere. This small hydrogen tank is not stockpiling. I wonder why. And where is it getting all that hydrogen from? Huh? Alright, I don't know which one this one is, and it's not stockpiling. Is it not connected to anything? Might be the case. But this one here is also not connected to anything, that so we can stockpile that. Okay, so that's the problem. This one is hydrogen tank 4, but hydrogen tank 2 wasn't able to do anything. So probably because we don't have materials for it to stockpile. Here we go. So hopefully that stockpiles now. So I completely forgot that it's not, I didn't have it all connected on both sides. So stockpile on. No, I have no idea which tank this is if it's not stockpiling. Not good. So is there something not connected here? That should be connected. So do we cut our losses on there? I don't know. Hold on. So where's the other hydrogen tank? It's probably hidden somewhere. I placed it. So that one's in here. It's hidden in here, right above this assembler, I believe. Yeah, right above the assembler. And is it not connected to anything? I feel like it's not for some reason. So if we knocked out the solar panel, we should be able to see it, and I don't see it. Is that it? Yeah, so it's right above the assembler. Okay, we're just gonna get rid of the assembler. And the assembler is taken, so it is on stockpile. It's connected to the cargo container. So what's the problem? I guess it's not, for whatever reasons, right? I don't know. It's kind of strange. So let's get rid of this. So this tank should not have anything, right? So this is the small hydrogen tank. This one, no, now it's filling up. What is going on? Alright, so now we're losing. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Alright, so this one, show on HUD. Let's not show this on HUD anymore. And the batteries, we don't want to show on HUD either. Alright, so this one, it's on stockpile. That's fine. So now this one back here should be empty now. And it looks like it is. So we'll get rid of this and just double check it. Empty. Get rid of this. Here you go. So we're good there. Now, the problem we just gotta add the assembler back in. And I realized I never had any mods on that assembler. So that's interesting. I should have had something on there, but alright. So let's put the assembler back on. I'm just gonna leave it right there like so. Here we go. So we got an assembler back up and running. We have the hydrogen tanks. Alright, so can a big old tank fit here? I think it can. I'm gonna use the original tank look because that one looks a little bit better for what I need it for currently. But can it fit? I think it could. Let's see. No, unable to fix it. Oh, because I have these solar panels here. So without the solar panels, I think it can fit it. Okay, so where did my tank go? Here. And it fits. Perfect. So I can fit it right here. And that looks good. I'm kind of curious if it can fit this. And would it look decent? So if I put this here, I have to leave it like this. And that kind of looks really bad, actually. So we're not doing that. Okay, we're going to stick with this one here. And yep, that kind of works out. The assembler mains connection is not there anyway, so that's okay. So we have our hydrogen. Okay, that's fine. And we got our hydrogen tank, our large hydrogen tank. So this is where we're gonna stockpile everything now. So looking at our tanks, we'll do stockpile on, and these will be stockpile off. Here we go. And I'm probably gonna keep one, maybe a small one. I don't know. We'll figure that out in a second. So these are barely filling up one, a large hydrogen tank. So these small ones are really bad, to be honest. And I already knew that, but in terms of size-wise, I needed the spacing for it. But now we don't. So we're gonna get rid of the small tanks. And hopefully we never damage the large one because it's in a particular space for it. Alright, so damn, 3 of them only stockpiled 18%, so that's very little. Very minimal too. Alright, so do we want to get rid of the one that's in there? Eventually, ideally, yes. For now, no, we'll leave it. And what else we need? So we still need these batteries to finish charging up as much as possible. We don't need to weld up the ion thrusters anytime soon because that's just not a good idea. We did lose some solar panels, which is not great. So I think I can add back at least this one, which we should do. So we got that one back, and of course we're not in the sun anymore, so that's always a dumb idea. And if we want to fix this, we should. So we gotten a little bit taller because of the tank here. So it's okay, not a big deal. We can just design it a little bit like so, which is okay. Done. And we can cover it with some solar panels, I think. Can we do a solar panel here? Yeah, we can do a solar panel right over here like so, which does hide the look a bit. Or we can kind of just do it this way, which not really what I prefer, but it can help a little bit. Should I do it this way? It's gonna help cover the hydrogen tank a little bit. Not by much at all, as you can see, but it might help just a tad in case I go a little crazy and end up destroying the hydrogen tank itself. So maybe we can leave it there like that. For now, at least. Alright, so we have our solar panels back up and running. That one's going to be a little bit harder into the fact of collecting the solar energy or sun, but whatever. We're going to leave it as that for now. Do we need to add anything else? We can add a really big hydrogen thruster in the back if we really care to. Just to give this a bigger push. But I'm probably not going to end up doing that. So, yeah, we'll leave it as that. Alright, so let's just get some energy back. Where are we now with the power? 2 hours left. Okay, not terrible. And we probably ran out of ice now, right? Ice-wise, yeah. We're running out of ice, but it's fine because I think most of it is going into the storage, the hydrogen storage. What are we refining now? So we probably want to refine quickly the iron. Oh, we still have ice here. So we still have iron, platinum. Is that gold? Yeah. Cobalt, some ice. We didn't get rid of all of it just yet. And some magnesium, silicone. We still got a lot of stuff. Silver is the problem. Alright, so let's just get to the sun a little bit. And we may or may not need to travel to the moon. Well, at least the Earth's moon to look for some silver. What we can plan on doing is that, but at the same time look for some asteroids along the way. So the reason why I would want to do that is just to find the silver as quickly as possible, and the moon has very little gravity. Look, well, actually, to be honest, no gravity. So it'll be easy for me to maneuver there. Yeah, with the current thrusting power that I have now. So I might just end up doing that because it's being a pain in the butt to find any source of silver out here in the asteroids. So we could just base down there for a little bit. The only problem with that is the drill side of things. I mean, there is a little bit of gravity, not like totally zero. But yeah, the way we have our drill system set up, we probably do need to shift it a little bit to drill downwards instead. I don't know how that's gonna kind of turn out. But in the meantime, this looks a little terrible to me, so can we fix this? I mean, if we could just kind of... Guess we could just do that. Or, let's see, can we grab this guy? Yeah, we can do this. I think that'll look a little better. And then I don't know what we're going to put in here. Let's put a regular square block. Not the most symmetrical thing, but it's going to look okay. Yeah, that's not that bad. Yeah, we'll leave it as that. We could point it out a little bit more like this. Why not? Yeah, that's fine. So we got ourselves a little hump in the back. I mean, to be honest, the ship looking like this looks great already. And then you add the front, that's where it looks a little terrible. So we're gonna find a way to widen the front a bit to make it look a little better. I honestly don't know why I keep jumping in here to get inside, so when I can do that from the outside. All right, so we have everything marked for the most part. The one here is we marked as nothing. So if we want to go to the moon, we can. And it might be a good idea to do that to find the silver quicker. To mine it, however, we do have to use the drill in the front, downwards somehow, and hope for the best that we don't sink down too much. We do have thrusters for it. How far deep it goes, I'm not sure. Do we do it by hand? That's a possibility as well. So yeah, and I'm right now I'm thinking about putting up a parachute, but we're going to the moon, so that's not gonna do anything. So yeah, that was a kind of dumb thought. That I think is not the moon, is it? So that's Earth. And that's the moon. Okay, that is the moon. So where is... what? Yeah, that's the moon. I don't know what I was looking at before. So that's the moon. I think Triton is a lot further than that. So... yeah. So it should be like a speck of a moon somewhere in that case. Alright, so we're gonna go to this moon here, the Earth's moon, which I already lost. Let's just fly up a little bit. So that's the planet. Where did the moon go? And the moon's pretty far, too. That's the problem. Right? So, although going to the moon might be easier to find the silver and everything like that, it still is a problem because it's really, really far away. So, it is right over there. So that's quite a long distance away. And do we want to explore all the asteroids nearby? I think we should, because we probably will find silver a lot quicker than going to the moon or on the way. So let's just do this first. I'm gonna go and get some sun first if I can, right there, using that sundial antenna right there. And we're gonna go to this point here. We're gonna go to this asteroid and hope for the best for silver. If not, then we just travel to that moon right there. I think that's the moon. Is it far enough for the moon? Yeah, I think it's far enough for the moon. Unless that is Triton, and then I'm gonna screw myself over. It might be. So maybe I fly around this planet Earth, the planet Earth, and we'll find the moon that way. No, that should be the moon, right? It just seems way too far, though. That's the problem. I don't know. Maybe that's a me problem. So we'll figure that out soon enough. Alright, ice-wise, we are running out, so that's not good. Hydrogen-wise, we have 16% left in the large container. And we still have 2 small ones as well, but there's probably nothing in there. And our engines are probably burning out all of the fuel as well. So there's that. Okay. So I really don't think... I don't know. That is the moon, right? It should be. But I feel like I have some doubts because it seems to be a little far from what I thought it would be. But again, that might be just a me thing, or me problem in this case. So we'll wait to see on that case. All right, so we are on this asteroid. I'm gonna slow down a little bit here, and we'll just take a quick gander with our camera here, and everything just looks terrible because it's not rendering out just yet still, unless it is. It just looks like that, and I'm not seeing anything surface level. And oh yeah, let's save some power and not be an idiot. Like I said in the last video, let's save some power and then increase the broadcast radius of the antenna, which kills a lot of power. The ore detector, actually, I forgot about this. This kills a lot of power also, but we need the 150 meter range anyways. And I should have done it in the rock before, but I forgot to do that. So, oh wells. Shouldn't be a problem. I still couldn't find anything, but let's bring this ship as close to the surface as possible and hope that the ore detector is going to detect something. If not, I'll probably sit here and kind of explore with my jetpack instead. Alright, so we are touching pretty much the rock right here. Oh, gold. Not what I wanted, but good to know. Is there an opportunity to find anything else? So the gold is 200 away, it seems like. So it might be on the other side or inside. But I'm just going to take an outside look. Check out the surface to see if there's anything else. on here, because you know sometimes there could be two different resources in one asteroid, and I don't think it mixes with silver, but I think there's a small chance. So I'm not finding anything by hand, as you see, or by visual, and by hand actually, by the hand drill. That's what I meant. So yeah, not seeing anything. So we'll leave it as that. But where is the gold? The gold is probably deep inside. It kind of looked like. So from here, the gold was 200 meters in. So 200 meters in, I mean, I guess it could be like down here, if anything, right? So that's not detecting anything. Yeah, I'm not detecting anything by hand. There's a little bit of a hole here. Yep. Nope, nothing to really detect. Okay, that's fine. Not a big deal. We could roam around a little bit more as well. So let's see. Alright, I gotta stop going inside here from that section. Alright, so gold was 2 something that way. We have only 3 drills. That's not gonna be significant enough for me to really maneuver or break or make a tunnel within this asteroid, so we're not gonna do that. So we're gonna maneuver a little bit this way and not crash into anything. So gold, where's this gold? I'm so scared. Alright, so it might be actually on the surface. So it says it's right here, or 100 away from here. So it is on the surface, right? No, it's not. That's not on the surface. It's inside here, but not in the not on the surface. Yeah, it's in there, but not on the surface. We don't need a drill for it because I don't think we need the gold. I think we have enough gold. Yeah, we have a decent amount. So we're gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna explore on the side here just to see if there's anything else without getting way too close. And I think we can just kind of bump into it a little bit and see what pops up. And nothing's popping up, so that's not good. Okay. So fine with me. Alright, so gold it was. The next asteroid towards the moon was that one right here. And I'm losing all my hydrogen power really quickly because I think of the batteries that we're using as well, or the hydrogen engines. So I mean, it's the power is gonna be a problem until we find silver so we can run reactors. But that's the risk we're taking right now by flying and asteroid hopping for resources still. But it has to be done. Wait, what else can we do, you know? And I should be collecting sun. Let's do this a little bit better. Once again, we gotta do the sundial effect here with that antenna. And that's a good reason to keep it. I'm not using it. I could probably turn it off, which would be a good idea actually. Although I put the range as little to nothing anyways. But yeah, I really hope this is gonna be the last asteroid, because I'm getting a little tired of running around looking for the silver. Because I still need to run around a lot. Don't get me wrong. I have to run around a lot so I collect more resources. I only collect a little bit at a time, and I'm only using one large cargo container, which is not ideal because it can only carry so much. But yeah. Alright, so this asteroid, if we don't crash into it, which we might, we'll kind of run to the left here, and we are going to run into these little things too. It looks like. Okay, that was a little close call. Because this would have destroyed me. Those tiny little asteroids could have destroyed me. That's how bad it is sometimes. I don't see anything surface level. By quick visual. There's some really bright spots and it makes me look like it's silver, but I highly doubt it is. So we're just gonna fly as close as possible once again. And hope for the best. Ice would be good too at this point. So I would take that as well. But yeah. Okay, so we are at 7% of hydrogen, which is not good at all. Alright, so we are creeping in close, and there we go. We are super close to this asteroid, and I'm not seeing anything. Alright, so let me make sure the solar panels are collecting the sun properly right there. Okay. We're just gonna go take a quick look around really quick here. It'd be easier if I could move the ship, maneuver the ship easier. The ship is not that great at maneuvering at the moment because we don't have enough thrust power. And it's killing our batteries, so that's why we have to do this whole situation kind of by a visual look and also detecting it by the hand drill itself. I don't think that's anything right here, but it kind of looks like something. Nope. And these darker spots look like uranium, but they're not. Ow. Skinned myself there. Yeah, so this really sucks that I don't see anything. I don't see a thing. And I really don't want to maneuver. And I feel like I've been to this one already. I just never marked it for whatever reasons. That might actually be a possibility here. But yeah, I'm not seeing much at all. These are just stone, right? Yeah, this just to make sure. That's all stone. Here's a little darker spot, but still stone. And I should be able to detect the whole entire rock with my current setup, right? I mean, I'm just like pointing right at it. I'm sitting right in it. And it's not doing anything. So let's just see. Well, let's get close to this spot here. And nope, nothing. Alright. That's fine. What about up here? This is also nothing. Alright, so that means we just gotta move on. We can check this little one, just in case. Sometimes they have stuff, sometimes they don't. This time they don't, it looks like. And let's look at this cluster of stuff here. Nothing as well. Alright, so we're moving on. This here, my friend, is gonna be called a GPS nothing. Although there could be something, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to find anything in here. So, where's that moon again? Keep losing it. Alright, I think I officially lost it. It's probably on the other side of this asteroid. So, well, we'll just glide around it then. Glide around the asteroid a little bit. And we should be okay from there. So I'm going to turn off the hydrogen thrust because we're pretty much out of hydrogen. Which is not great. We are going to burn a little bit more power this way, but I think we should be okay. Well, not really either, because I think we're running out of power as well, because we're running out of hydrogen too. So it all becomes kind of intertwined. So it all is being... Oh, so the ice in this asteroid. Pretty far away. Shoot. If it's easy to get to, I might just actually go in for it. Because we need to fill up on some ice here. So 200 down that way is pretty deep down. So do we maneuver a little bit to try to get to it? We probably should, I think. We'll just keep gliding around it a little bit to see if we can find a closer one. And so far, not good. Okay, so we're gonna have to maneuver in a really interesting way, like so. So 200 at that point, where would that have been? Would it have been on the other side, or we would have to really dig? I think we would have had to really dig for it. We're just gonna get close on this side, and maybe we'll find it. 200 is pretty far in, so it's not ideal for this drills on this ship. And I'm no longer seeing the ice, so maybe it is deep inside of here. Alright, you know what? We just have to get as close as possible without breaking anything to get a good idea where that ice is. Why is it? Ooh, ooh, silver, silver, silver. I almost gave up on this. Silver. Nice. And there's ice somewhere around here. So we got silver finally. Alright, now becomes the hard part because, well, hopefully I didn't break anything just before. It's one thing. The other thing is we need power, which is the ice. But we found silver. We finally did it. Problem is, it is 200 meters deep as well. So there's a bit of maneuvering here that we have to do. I actually prefer to have had the ice first, so we can charge up a little bit more because we are definitely out of hydrogen. Okay, so this is the lowest I can go for the silver. I am gonna waste low power here, but I want the antenna on and broadcast this a little bit. I think about 1 kilometer should be okay. It's more than okay, actually. Alright, so where's the silver? We're gonna just get right up into it, and the ice is just down there. Okay. So let's just try to... Wait, the silver's not even that far, actually. It says it's right in my face. Right here, 80 meters deep. So it's not too far, and it's not too close. So if I kind of open it up a little bit here, we might find it. So the silver, then this is the reason for the antenna, so we can broadcast it and kind of check out to see where everything is. So there is silver here, it's 40 deep, and the ice here, if it's surface level, will be easier to get to, but it's not. So the ice is right here. And it's actually not too bad. It's not too bad to get the ice because, well, I just drilled right into it. Yeah, the ice is right here. It's not too bad. My pistons could reach it for sure. But I'm just gonna grab a little bit by hand for now. Not much at all, to be honest, because I don't have a lot of inventory space. Alright, so if that was that easy to just grab the ice, the silver shouldn't be that far either. So if I get up to here, this is 40 meters left to drill in. But this one's a little bit harder because the ice was a little easier. Okay, so that's fine. We're gonna do this. Let me just rename that GPS pointer really quick. Where was that? That was a silver and ice. We're gonna delete that one. Alright, we're gonna do GPS silver here so we know it's closer to that point. And the ice, it's gonna be down here. So we're gonna float a little bit down to this ice point here first. Because we need the power. So let's just get the ice first, then the silver. So we got the silver, but we don't have to be in a rush because again, we do have to maneuver back and forth a lot because we still need to collect more materials. So the lack of power is just a little scary. So our ice power for now is necessary. I don't think we gathered uranium, did we? Nope, we didn't even gather the uranium, so we need to hop back and do that as well. So that's the thing. That's the main reason why we need ice power still, because I didn't grab any before. And yeah, so let's see. If we grab the ice, which is over there, I'm tempted to just use the hydrogen to just push it a little faster too. If we get a full tank of hydrogen, the large one, I'll be happy. Alright, so we are out of hydrogen now. Okay. So the ice was right in front of us. Right here. And it is quite dark. I cannot see a thing for some reason. And I thought I had spotlights on. I do have spotlights. Why are they not on? Is that not on? Did I have to turn it off? I probably turned it off to save power, didn't I? Spotlights. Yeah, I turned them off. There you go. Much better. Alright, so that was the hole I made right there to get the ice. So let's just drill out a little bit here. And here we go. Just need to make a bit of a hole first. And I can't see a thing. I think we still need. Oh, we're opening up. All right, that's good enough. We can collect some ice along the way. So we're just gonna have to turn the drills on. Extend our piston. Where's that? 5. We might push ourselves back a little bit, which is fine. And here we go. We are getting stone and ice, so it's not terrible. We are pushing ourselves back a little bit, it looks like. Yeah. That's one way to maneuver, right? Let's just push off an asteroid. It'll get us far. Here we go. We are getting ice, I believe. So our drills getting stone and ice, which is not bad. So our O2 systems are getting packed. Alright, perfect. So we should be able to get more ice this way, more hydrogen, which is perfect. Exactly what we needed. So do we want to fill up on here? We could. Where's our ice? We have a lot of stuff here. We should burn some material, actually. Hold on. So, before we get too crazy here, and since we're about to fix our power problems, we have a lot of thrusters in our cargo containers here. We should really use them so we can burn up some material here. Stone we need to get rid of as well. But yeah, I think this is the heaviest thing. We don't need 4 of these radio components, so let's just get rid of them. We probably don't need this many metal grids, but that's fine. But I think more importantly is the thruster components. So thruster components we can put on like so. We don't have to finish it if we don't want to, but it looks like we have a lot of thruster components now. So here's 2. Yeah, 2 done, and we can make 1 more. So all right, so we save some space by putting those things up. So the rest, yeah, I don't know why we made so many of these, but it's fine. Blah, 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 blah. We should be okay here. Okay. That small cargo container that's here, probably don't need that anymore. But we'll leave it for now. Okay. So let's fill up on ice really quick. And when I say fill up on ice, I'm talking about really filling it up. I wanted to maybe even fill up the drills with ice. Maybe. I feel like that would be a good move for some reason. The worst part now is that getting the ice right now also gets stone, which is when we get too much stone, it's gonna be a problem. Maybe we put a sorter and then have it dump out some stone. Maybe we should do that. I don't know. But we need to get rid of that stone. We're getting, well, we're not even getting that many. So it's not that bad. The ice here, I don't know how much ice is really here or how much of this is stone at the moment. Can't really see. I think this is mostly ice, so that should be okay. So we look at our drill. Yeah, it's mostly ice now. Okay, that's good. So if we get a good amount, we can fill up the cargo container. We kind of don't want to fill up too much. Because once we fill up too much, then we don't have any space to move things around. That becomes a really big pain in the butt. Here we go. Alright, we got the ice. And our hydrogen is still quite low because I don't think we're generating fast enough. So hydrogen engines needs to fill up first. That's priority. That's why. And then our hydrogen tanks. So we might need more O2 to make things faster, but I don't think we're gonna do that because it's gonna use more power anyway. So no point. Should we put more power efficiency mods on the refinery? That's something we can think about. We do have two. Yeah, we have 2 power efficiency and 2 speed modules. 2 speed module makes things faster, but it does increase power consumption. I do want it to produce quicker though, so that's why I would prefer to keep that. And there's still a lot of ice here, so we're just gonna keep going until we can't collect no more. And we're getting to that point. 280, 200, 300. Let's get 300 and call it a day for the ice. Here we go. That's gonna hit 300. Alright, we're good. No more of that. Let's retract our piston drill system there. And I'm actually liking this. It's not the most aesthetic looking drilling system, but it works for the most part. We extend far enough to get what we need on the surface level of an asteroid. And it just gathers. So, okay, power wise, it's looking bad. Our hydrogen engine's still on. So we have no hydrogen thrust, but we have it off anyway, so that's fine. What's bothering me now is that ticking noise that's constantly running, and I think that's because that's stone refining or something like that. How is our survival kit looking? We still have that, okay. We could just continue to make the ingots here through this survival kit. We just gotta find ways to burn stone quicker. It looks like we might need a script to manage all this sooner or later. We are able to maneuver okay. Look at all that power spent just to stop ourselves. We're extremely heavy now. With all this ice, we are very heavy. So that's where it gets a little tricky. So yeah. Alright, so I'm glad we actually didn't have to go to the moon. Which is good. But now we just gotta find a way to the silver somehow. And eventually we need more silver. Hopefully there's a big pocket of silver, but if not, then yeah, we definitely need to find more. We need more gold and everything too, I would think. Yeah, we need more gold. We need superconductors. Superconductors would be very helpful. Where's my silver? So there's silver right here, apparently. But how far and how close is that to the asteroid I'm looking at right now? It's a little further out. So I'm gonna fly up a little bit. And I'm gonna use... Can I use hydrogen? Nope. Completely out of hydrogen. And if we fly up, I think that's silver. So there's more than one area for silver, it looks like. That might be the case here. So there's a pocket right here of silver. And then there's a pocket where I marked over there with silver. So should we make a mining station? Probably not. But it could be an idea if we really wanted to go that route. Okay, so I'm just gonna go to that GPS marker that I made, because that should be... It was like 40 meters away from that marker. So it's not terrible in terms of trying to collect the silver. Yeah, see right there? So there's more than one pocket of silver, it looks like. Which is good. And it does appear to be that because it was on the subgrid, it wasn't really detecting really well. That's what it seems. I always thought it was fine, but I'm able to detect it. I'm able to detect it a little bit better with it on the grid itself, the main grid. So yeah, that is probably and likely the issue I was having. Here we go. So this is the silver that I'm trying to get, and I might hit the wall again with the drills. Potentially. Nope, I'm good. Okay. The silver apparently is 70 meters. No, it could be a little bit closer. It's a little closer. 60 meters roughly away from my ore detector. So there's that. The biggest problem with me doing this is I cannot see how far in I am with all the drills making all that kind of particles and dust kind of thing. So I might lose some silver by going too deep, potentially. So it looks like it's sticking my front end here pretty significantly, actually, until I hit the left side of it for the wings. Okay, so I'm about 40 in now. So yeah, we're not that far. So let's just make a little bit of a drilling so we can see what's going on. So 20 meters deep, 16, 15, 14. Here we go. That's silver right there. And we definitely could reach that, which is perfect. We could kind of knock this out here to fit the wing if we want to. If we're that desperate to get in. But I don't think it's going to be that necessary. So as long as we can see where we are pointing at, which is right here. I'm just trying to go in as much as can until we can't anymore. Which looks like right around there. Yeah. That's where it looks like we can't anymore. And I see the silver, which I think we can get to. Now, I'm going to right click drill and keep it on for a second because I wanted to clear out some more space. There's not a lot we can do in terms of getting the silver. Alright, so the silver is still pretty deep, but not too deep, right? I don't want to collect as much silver... No, stone that I don't need, so we can easily... Well, it shouldn't matter too much, to be honest. So we can try to fly in a little bit more. Right click, get rid of those guys. It looks like I can fly in pretty deep, actually, so that's... Alright, I think I just hit the wall now. Somewhere in the wing, probably. Yeah, it looks like that might be the case. Yep. We nicked it right here. I mean, I could do that so that it fits in a little bit closer, or just kind of like break out this whole entire asteroid part right here so I can fit the wing. No, let's just make it a little bit spaced out more. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Oh, I see a pixel somewhere. Did I see a pixel? I hope I didn't like leave a little speck, because those are the worst things to have. Alright, that's good enough. I think we can maneuver in a little bit more. Yeah, we just maneuver a little bit in just a tad. We'll break out the wall right here. And this is where we're gonna start drilling. And we're gonna collect a little bit of stone, but not too much, which is fine. So our drills should start getting the silver soon. So we're getting stone now. Stone, 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 stone. Silver? Silver. Perfect. Here we go. We are now getting silver, and we're getting pushed back a little bit. I think we can fly in a little bit more. Yep. That is perfectly fine. And our cargo container is likely going to fill up sooner or later. We're close to the 421. Stone we don't need. Alright, well, that's the furthest we can go in with the piston, so we can just fly in a little bit. And that little gap I made for the wings really did it. Didn't it? Yes, it did. That's awesome. Alright, so I'm right there at that point of hitting it, which is interesting. There we go. So I'm just kind of making a little hidey hole for myself too, in a way. So the silver here goes in pretty deep. Okay. So that's what we're gonna do. Okay. I think the amount of O2 systems I have is burning as quickly as possible, but the hydrogen engines are not filling up because we have 3. That's fine. Let me turn 2 of them off. Here, that's how we're gonna gain some now. And we still got some power too, so that's okay. Okay, I think we're hitting a wall now. Cargo container is not completely full. We don't have a lot of silver, but we're getting there. And can we go up to get more silver? Or to the right, maybe? Looks like I can't really get in there too well, so I'm gonna try to maneuver it a little bit different. I might be able to get some silver in the lower part of this asteroid right there. If that makes sense. We're still getting some stone. Not what I want, but should be okay. So here is what I want to check to see if there's silver. Yes, there is silver down there. So that's good. Okay, so what am I hitting? There, we're probably hitting this, which is not great. And let's see. We should be okay there. Okay, we are okay here as well. Just clear it out a little bit. Oh, we are close. Okay. Well, that's good enough. We're getting good silver. Not a lot, but a decent amount. Here we go. So, if anything, the drill's holding the silver is okay too. But hopefully silver is light, so that meaning 64k of it is more than enough. But I think, yeah, we got some over here too. 66k. Not the best, not the worst. Alright, so we can just slowly chop it in there a little bit, get the silver. And that's looking decent right now. We are completely filled, so now drills is going to be likely going to hold some more. Are we completely filled? We are. So where are these? Where are these going? Is the question. Alright, so I think that's the furthest we can go in now. Do I double up the pistons to go further in? Probably don't need to. Alright, we're gonna retract here for now. This may or may not be enough silver, but we're gonna come out of it quickly for now. Oop. And the reason for that is just to get some sun also. So the sun should be this way, and really keeping that antenna there, it's really helpful in terms of kind of like making into like a sundial here. Okay, there. We're gonna sit tight a little bit. We have silver, we have everything refining. It's gonna take a bit of time to refine, which is the biggest problem. So here's the silver. Here's our refineries working hard to get rid of a lot of stuff. And if we get rid of stone first, that would be helpful, right? We don't need all the stone here. We just got to get rid of it somehow and quickly. This one's still doing platinum, so that's always a good thing because we need to make the thruster components. So maybe at the same time we queue up the thruster components so we can burn some of this gold and platinum down. And you know what, before we do that, we do have gold, I remember saying, and we do, which we're not really refining much. So we gotta refine that because we need to get superconductors. Why we need superconductors? Because when we make a reactor, it requires reactor components. Oh, you know what? It was a large one that needs the superconductor. Okay, so as long as not the large one, we're gonna plop on probably a small one for the time being. We don't need a large one just yet. We will eventually, but not right now. So we're gonna start small. So we need reactor components, 100 of them. So 100 reactor components would take gravel and silver, a bunch of them. Okay, let's queue up 100. We could queue up 200 to make 2 small reactors, which will probably be the ideal case here. And the reactor I'm going to use is likely this one here, the small warfare cargo reactor. I don't know why I said cargo. So that one looks, this is the old one, which is still good. It has 2 portholes, which is great. This one has 2 portholes as well. This one just looks a lot better. And honestly, we could stick it right here with a cargo container, if anything. Or we could fit it outside here, right down here. Like so. That's an idea as well. So different little spots here and there that we can use. And of course, we definitely need to get some uranium as well. So we're gonna have to sit tight, and since we're gonna burn some time up anyways, let's go to this unknown signal. Alright, so we made it to the unknown signal. Where's the button? I think this is it. Let's try our luck. And we got leopard inventory. Okay, so here's some cash, some gold. Here's a medium cargo container. Here's a parachute with the canvas. And you just take out this whole entire thing. Okay, so since we need to sit back, relax for a little bit, and not get back to the ship really quick, we can kind of explore some more if we need to. And where is the ship? Alright, how are we looking? We getting some power. We probably don't have a lot of hydrogen still. Got 5%. That's not terrible. 3 hours, 29 minutes when we maneuver. So we're good in some ways. Ice-wise, we're not probably good. Alright, we burned a lot, so we still have 260 ice. That's fine. Refineries are slow because we're finding the hardest things to refine first, which is gonna be like gold, platinum, and silver. So it really needs to get rid of some like stone and all that stuff first. That way we could just make some room, really, you know? That's what we really need. But yeah, we're in good shape. We got some more space, so if we really wanted to, we should get the uranium. So we can at least get more power to keep floating around more. So let's find the uranium. through all these numbers here. I see it 23 kilometers away. It's quite a distance. So that's the troubling part. Here we go. Not that far, but it's far enough. Uranium is there. 23.1 right there. Alright, so let's see here. That's fine. Alright. We're gonna fly over there. How many uraniums do we find? I think just one, right? Just one patch? Just one patch. Okay. So we can go there. We're gonna turn on the hydrogens really quick. Is that on? Yes. Just to get that extra boost in speed. Once we hit 50 meters per second, probably just gonna turn it off so we can save some power. We also need it to stop, so that's why. Alright, let's just save some power there. Hydrogen, not just power. And yeah, we're just gonna wait here, pump it up until we hit 100 meters per second. Dampers are off so we can save some power. There's a good number of gold patches I found. That's good. So silver and uranium is our least amount of resources around the area. Alright, so we are near the uranium asteroid that we seen way back in the day. If we can mine a small amount, we should be okay. For now. We don't need too much at the moment. Because we're not going to do jump drives just yet. We will do jump drives sooner or later. We are going way too fast into this here, so we're gonna kind of maneuver a little bit. Why did we mark uranium on that rock? Why? Is it on that rock? If it's on that rock, then even better. It's just easier to get to. Alright, we need to slow down more. And there we go. Okay, so uranium was right there. But I think that's the... yeah, that's the one that I remember seeing that was like just a speck of it was over there, and then the bigger rock has more. So we can fly and get this one for now because it's just a small speck that we need right now anyways, so that should be fine. Alright, so we are... yeah, I remember this was a speck. Yeah. Okay, let's turn this on, the drills, and collect this kind of bit of a speck of uranium right there. And I think that is uranium, right? Yep, it's picking up uranium. Perfect. We are almost there for reactor power, uranium power. Here we go. So when it's 12 meters away, is that 12 meters from the ore detector? It is, right? Yeah, it definitely should be. Yep, from the ore detector. Alright, so there's not a lot of uranium on this particular spot, but it's enough for what we need it for, I think. It's just hard to see if we are able to... yeah, we're getting uranium. And a little bit of uranium is... I think it's more than enough. It's going to run us for a little bit. It's not going to run us for a lifetime, but it's going to run us a decent amount of time. So, okay, so that's running out. We're probably going to kill out all the uranium here. Likely scenario. Yep, very likely to get rid of all the uranium here. I think there's definitely more uranium in that bigger rock here. It's just somewhere. Not exactly sure where it is, but it's there somewhere. And just want to make sure I'm collecting it. Okay, so we're collecting it. We have a lot of space. We have a lot of refining to do. We only have one regular refinery and one advanced refinery. Or we have a basic refinery and one regular refinery, I should say. So that's the biggest problem so far. Alright, I think I probably didn't get all of it, but it's a significant amount, so that's fine. Leave that alone. Just add this reactor. Ideally, we don't want to add the reactors on the outside, but there's actually multiple spots where we could hit. We could do it on the bottom, or we could do it on the top. I think I want to do it up here now. At first, I sit down there, but it could look decent if we add it right here by the engines, the hydrogen engines. So I think that's where we're gonna go with. Yep, that's definitely where we're gonna go with. We're gonna put one right here, and we'll put one right here. Make sure we got that in the right spot. Here we go. So luckily we made a ton of metal grids, which we only need 4. But we did make, or attempt to make, 100 reactor components. Or multiple hundreds. We did 200, I think. So we have reactor number 1. Awesome. Now we need reactor number 2, which I hope we queued up everything we needed for that. Perfect. We are in business. All right. So as of today, or right now, we didn't make significant changes. So it looks like what we did was solar panel, hydrogen, reactors, and 2 engines. So the back side made some more additions. The front side needs to be adjusted a little bit more. It looks terrible. So we're gonna have to figure that out soon. I'm just gonna back up just a tiny bit with the reactor, and hopefully we have uranium in the reactor now. Here's our reactor. Nope, we don't have no uranium in there because we didn't refine any. So that's the problem. So we have a problem with oh, we got 3K, not too many. Let's refine it here. We should have probably used some yield mods so we can yield more than what we can get, but that's another story for another day. We just need things a little quicker. So we're just gonna refine some uranium that we have, the 3K worth. I think we have more, actually, 7K worth, and we'll let that refine so it could go into our reactors here. All right, so 1 reactor. So now we should be more than better off than we were before in terms of power, right? So even if we turn off our thruster components, not thruster components, our hydrogen thrusters, and we use ion only, we still have like 19 and 23 minutes. So maybe we don't have enough. So the hydrogen engines, I think we can turn off entirely for now. Reactors, it's giving us minimal power, so it's not that bad. So the output is 15 megawatts. The hydrogen engine, if it's on, is 5. So 1 small reactor is 3 of these guys. So that's not too bad. I wonder what the large one is going to be like. The large one, for sure, is going to cost a lot. The large reactor is going to cost us 100 superconductors and 2,000 reactor components. That's a lot. So, do we need more smaller reactors? Probably. Probably not just yet, but I think eventually. We still have a lot of ion thrusters to fix up. We have 1 here, 1 here. Oh, let's just fix up that one, I guess. So we have 2 down there, and then 4 over here. And actually, not even that many. But we don't even have that much to really push us and maneuver really well. So that's another thing. But just for the case of this, we have 1, 2. Actually, this one's done. This one needs a few more. these just need a few more. So we can queue up, I guess, 300, 400 for now. Say 500 or 6. And I think that should be more than enough for all the ion thrusters we have currently. Yeah, so that should be more than enough for the current thrusters. So we'll get that all fixed up, and then we could move on to a new design of the ship. So then I think the next episode or next video is more about the ship design. And I think I might work on the front side first, and then the double-decker piece. I'm pretty sure I'm going to run out of materials, so I'm going to have to move around a little bit. So I should focus on jump tries very soon. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, enjoyed the ship evolution so far, feel free to hit that thumbs up, like the video, continue to drop some comments down below, and of course, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.